back for another day. It's been a few days since our last update. We got a lot done. We bought some cabinets. They're not installed because I've been running the lines for the mini split. There's electrical. Mini split is mounted here, indoor unit. There's going to be a wall here for a fridge. So this is going to be hidden. I haven't built that yet because we didn't know exactly where it was going to be. But once I get the lines run, that's the line set for mini split right here. So these are the refrigerant lines. They'll run from here and they'll go down, come across behind the cabinets in that little gap, and then we'll go down through the floor right here. And I can run underneath, and the outdoor unit is mounted here. And I'll show you that in a minute, but I want to show you the rest of the inside stuff we did. So what else did we get done indoors? The shower is waterproofed. We've been using our little camp shower inside of it. I also got the gray tanks mounted and in place. Everything is done with the gray tanks. Well, a couple little fittings I gotta add. So here is the gray tanks. Got these mounted. In there I made a cradle. Cradle. I made that out of angle steel and some flat 1/8 plate. And I bolted it with grade 8 fasteners and L brackets and all these things, and I don't think that's going anywhere. It's pretty sturdy. I haven't really worked much on electrical. This is the inverter. Multiplus from Victron. There's fuses, I got to wire that in. And I haven't got any more done on this, on the water heater, because I was waiting on some fittings for that as well. I'm gonna work on that today. First I want to finish the mini split. Got to get it mounted. I'm adding an extra bracket just to make it stronger. And let me go show you that. Here's the freshwater tanks are going to go in here. They're pretty much ready to go in. I have everything to put those in. There they are right there. That's going to carry 200 gallons. I had them mocked in. I got to get my brackets put in. I got one partially in. You can see the mini split is way up front. It is not mounted right now. It's not going to sit that low. It's going to be up above the axle, higher up, not directly above the axle, because the axle does travel up and down. You don't want that to hit. So it's in front of the front axle. There's a big gap right there. There was nothing in there. So I found a good spot to mount it. I'm using the wall brackets that you can buy for mini splits, but instead of it just hanging like an L on the end, the other end where there's usually not a bracket, I'm gonna add a bracket in there just to give it a little extra strength. You know, because it's gonna be bouncing around and everything. And so as electrical, you kind of see it there. That's electrical for the mini split. I'm going to bring that the refrigerant lines down in here and go up above the frame rails right there. Great white tank, fresh tanks are going to plug in there. Let me show you the mini split. We have two 42-gallon tanks for gray water. Here is the plumbing for the outdoor shower. It goes there, and then I got that installed as well. So that looks nice. See, it's right there. There's my brackets. It's going to be right at the edge of the bottom of those brackets. The goal today is to get this mini split plumbed and ready, and then I want to wire in our batteries. I already have the shore power connected to the inverter. I don't have it on yet because the circuits weren't complete, but if I can get my batteries wired into the inverter, we can run off of battery power or shore power, and I can turn the circuit on for the mini split and run the AC starting as soon as I can get that done. So hopefully I can get the mini split finished today in a couple of hours, and then get that inverter and the batteries wired into the inverter. If I can get the batteries set up, then we'll have some power in the bus. We can run off batteries, we can run off our generator from the shore power connection, and the solar panels are supposed to be here tomorrow. I got 6 300-watt panels. I wanted to get better capacity panels, but price-wise, we just went with these because they were good. It's Renogy. They sell them on Amazon. They could get them to them fast, do us fast, so that's why I got it. So that's where we're at. So this is all wired in. I just got to plug in, get the batteries into it. You know, see the battery connections here. So I got to wire batteries. Batteries are going to go under the bed right here. And those are actually sitting right here. We went with the Battleborn. I went with 4 Battleborn 24 volt. They're 50 amp hours each. I wanted to get more, but you know, they're expensive, so we went with Will Cure Ford right now. And I'm sure we can always add on later on if we want to. But yeah, so solar panels will be here tomorrow. Hopefully I can get the mini split and wiring for the inverter finished, and then all I have to do is add in the charge controller and wire it to the panels and wire the charge controller to the inverter, and then we'll be fully functioning solar setup. And as we close up the circuits in the walls, then we'll be able to kick the circuits on and use those circuits. So after that, all I got left to do under the bus is mount the freshwater tanks, which is pretty close. Just got to drill holes for brackets and basically stick them in, because I've already had them in place. Run the plumbing. The plumbing connections are already cut and ready. I just haven't fixed them together yet. So just got to tie everything together and plug it in there. Mount the brackets and mount the tanks. It'll probably take me a day or two to do that, and then everything under the bus will be finished, and then everything else will just be inside work, which is kind of where I'm trying to get to. I'm trying to finish all the outside stuff first, because it's so hot. It's supposed to be like 108 all week here, so I want to get this done, get the walls closed in, and get this AC working, and at least we can have some AC while we work on the interior of the bus. Alright, that's enough for this update. Sorry it's been a few days. It's just we've been so busy trying to get it done. I haven't been able to make a lot of video, and but I'm gonna try to get more content, and just so y'all can see what we're up to. And so I read online that the Schluter system is waterproof as soon as it's dry. About basically 24 hours after the thin set dries, it's waterproof. So we've been using it in basically with our little camp shower, and it's been fine. I haven't had any issues with it. That mortar isn't sealed or anything, so I'm sure it would mold over time, but we hardly use any water when we use that little camp shower. It's just something for now. It's nice to be in an indoor shower, even if it isn't finished. Alright, so I'm gonna get back to work, and I will check back with you soon.